day 4 of alleviating your anxiety. So today we're going to work on opening up our hips. So I often say in my yoga classes that the hips are the junk drawer of all our emotions. So has there ever been a time where you maybe felt you couldn't express or feel an emotion and you just instead held it in? So when we do that, and we often do that, usually that emotion winds up in our hips. We just throw it there, not ready to feel it, not wanting to feel it, so we just put it in the hips. And that often causes a lot of tension and tightness in the hips, mobility issues. So today we're going to really work on opening the hips. And essentially that may mean that we're going to feel some intense emotions. So throughout the class, opening the hips, it can become really intense. So please be gentle with yourself. Don't force anything. Always check in with your breath. It's so important. So if ever the breathing is constricted and not long and deep and slow, please come back on the posture. Depth is never important. It just matters that you're able to breathe, you're still getting the benefits. So yeah, and really have a mindset to let go today. Allow yourself to surrender to the feelings and allow yourself to release the feelings. We're shedding off baggage, weights out off of our hips, shedding our old skin, making room for the new skin, releasing any old worries, fears, anxieties, making room for more space and more love and more energy flow in our body. So we will begin by bringing the soles of our feet together. The knees come out wide here, coming into butterfly position. So we want to draw the soles of the feet in towards us if it's available. It doesn't matter how close they get, do whatever is in your range. And then from here we're going to place our hands on top of our toes, holding on, and we're just going to begin to flap our butterfly wings, just going at your own pace, working with the hip joint, going up and down, keeping a straight spine, just slowly and gently working up, waking up and working that hip joint, breathing here, sending the breath into the hip joint, feeling it open, feeling it start to get warm. Going up and down, flapping your butterfly wings. And then slowly you can bring your knees back down. I invite you to open the soles of your feet, pull them apart, feeling an extra little stretch there. Take one full inhalation. And exhale. For butterfly pose, we're going to extend our right leg here. And then we're going to lift up our left leg, bring the left foot into the right elbow here, trying to keep the calf parallel if it's available, and then bringing the left elbow around the left knee, interlocking the fingers in front of you, and we're slowly just going to pretend we're rocking our baby back and forth. If having the leg extended is too much, you can always bend in the leg, whatever is easier for you. If this is difficult, just do what you can. If the calf doesn't get parallel, you just want to focus on rocking that hip joint back and forth, breathing into it. Again, feeling those hips slowly awaken. And on your next exhale, I invite you to place the left knee down on the earth. We want to bring the left sole of the foot onto the upper right thigh here. And then we're going to take a full inhalation, lengthen through our spine, and exhale, press down on the left knee, feeling a stretch here. Inhale, I invite you to bring the left sole of the foot to the right knee. And then exhale, bring it up and push it down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, bring it to the knee. Exhale, top of the thigh, push it down. Inhale, bring it to the top of the knee. Exhale, top top of the thigh, push it down. Inhale, you can lift your left leg up, give your legs a little shake, let that go. Beautiful, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, so the right foot comes into the left elbow, right elbow comes around the right knee, interlocking the fingers in front of you, drawing the belly in, grounding down through the sit bones. If your left foot's out, keep it flexed for stability through that foot, or you can bend it in. See what's available to you, and then just imagine you're rocking the baby back and forth, feeling that in your hip joint. Slowly awakening it, kind of the opposite of rocking a baby. Staying long through the spine, lifting through the crown of the head. And then on your next exhalation, you can bring the right knee down, place the right sole of the foot on the top of the left thigh. Then we're going to inhale, lengthen through our spine, and then exhale, push down that right knee, feeling a stretch here. Breathing into that stretch. Inhale, we're going to bring the sole of the foot of the right foot to the top of the left knee, and then exhale, top of the thigh, push down that knee. Inhale, bring it to the top of the knee. Exhale, top of the thigh, push it down. Inhale, top of the knee. And exhale, bring the sole of the foot to the top of the thigh, push down the knee. Inhale, you can lengthen through that leg, give your legs a little shake, let that go. And then we'll just make our way into a tabletop position. So shoulders in line with the wrists, hips in line with the knees. Hands are hip width distance apart, spreading wide through the fingers. And then we're going to curl our toes. Inhale, lift up the knees, and exhale, push into our first downward dog of the day. So walking out your dog here, first dog of the day, focusing on the straight spine here. So tailbone shoots up towards the sky. Feel free to bend your knees. That's perfectly fine. Just focus on getting a straight spine. Staying strong through the fingers, spreading those fingers wide, pushing through the index finger and thumb to help externally rotate the shoulders here. Breathing here. Take a full inhalation. Shoot the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee and lower the right sole of the foot down towards the glute. The knee is the highest part of the body here. Three-legged dog. Take one more full inhalation. And exhale, you can lower down the leg. Take a little walk out your dog, and then on your next inhalation, lift the left leg up, bend the knee, sole of the foot goes towards the glutes, knees highest part of the body, opening up the hip here, three-legged dog. Take one more full inhalation, and exhale, you can lower down towards the earth and let that go. Inhale, shoot the right leg up towards the sky. Draw the knee in through the heart. Step the foot between the hands. Pushing through that back leg, rising up into warrior one. So knee and ankle are in one line here. Hips are squared. Shoulders are away from the ears, drawing the belly in. Pushing through that back leg. Breathing here, taking a full inhalation. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bring that back foot down to a 45-degree angle. So it's pointing towards the top left corner of the mat, keeping the hips squared. Inhale, we're going to lengthen through our front right leg. From here, we're going to exhale, put our hands on our hips. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, keeping the hips squared. We're going to exhale and start to lean over the front leg. Our goal is to keep the hips squared. It doesn't matter how far you come down. Keeping the spine straight as well, feeling intense stretch in the back of the leg, the hamstrings. Breathing here. If it's hard for you to keep your hips squared, you can step your back foot out a bit, so the heels don't necessarily have to be in one line. That will help square the hips. Drawing the belly in. You You can always have a micro bend in that front knee if you're prone to hyperextension. Taking one more full inhalation. Exhale, come down. Inhale, pushing through both feet, rising up. Exhale, bending into that front knee again. Inhale, lifting the arms up, warrior one. Exhale, lowering down, stepping into plank pose, so shoulders over the wrists, heels to the back of the room, squeezing the seat. We're going to bring our knees down and shifting our weight forward so it's in the triceps. Lower our torso down. Inhale, rise the heart up, shoulders away from the ears, elbows stay in. And exhale, downward dog. Beautiful, same thing on the other side. Inhale, shoot the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring it through the heart, between the hands, pushing through that back leg. Inhale, lifting into warrior one. Hips are squared, knee and ankle in one line. See if you can bend a little bit deeper, pushing through that back leg. Breathing here, shoulders away from the ears. Taking a full inhalation. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And on the exhale, pushing the back leg 45 degrees to the top right corner of the mat. Hips remain squared. Inhale, lengthening through that front leg. Exhale, hands come onto the hips. Inhale, lengthening through the crown of the head, drawing the belly in, keeping the hips squared, bending over that front left leg here. Again, feeling an intense stretch in the back of the leg, the hamstrings. Hamstrings are often related to lower back issues. Everything in our body's connected, so every piece needs to be strong, flexible, because everything affects the other. Pushing through that back leg, keeping those hips squared, drawing the belly in, breathing into the stretch. Taking one more full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, rising up, pushing into that back leg. Exhale, bending into that front knee. Inhale, lengthen warrior one, and exhale, bring the hands down, step back into plank pose, heels back. Option for a modified chaturanga with knees down or full. Do whatever speaks to you. Inhale, bring the heart up. Exhale, down dog. Okay, let's do that sequence one more time, but this time let's flow through it. Inhale, right leg shoots up. Exhale, bring it through the heart between the hands. Inhale, push into that back leg, warrior one. Exhale, back foot comes down. Hands come down on the hips. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Lengthen through the front foot. Exhale, bring the torso down. Lengthening through the spine. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bending into the knee, bringing the hands down, stepping back into plank, chaturanga. Exhale, inhale, cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, down dog. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg shoots up. Exhale, bring it through the heart between the hands. Push into the back leg. Rising up into warrior one. Exhale, back leg comes down, hands down on the hip. Inhale, lengthen the front leg through the crown of the head. And exhale, draw the belly in, straight spine, lower the torso down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend into the knee, arms come up and down. Stepping back into plank pose, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Taking a full inhalation. And exhale. Beautiful, let's do that again. Inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, bring it through the body between the hands. Inhale, pushing through the back leg, warrior one. Exhale, foot comes down, hands on hip. Inhale, lengthening through the front leg, through the crown of the head. Exhale, lowering over the front leg. Spine is straight. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, we're going to open the back foot, bend into that front knee. and open up into warrior two. So knee and ankle in one line, hips are open, squared with the length of the mat. We're imagining that we're tearing the mat apart with our inner thighs. Arms are in one line, gazes over the front middle finger. Taking a full inhalation here, and exhale. Inhale, lengthen through the frontal leg. Turn the foot in so it's parallel with the top of the mat. And then exhale, we're going to bring our hands behind us, interlock the fingers here, opening up the heart, the chest, drawing the belly in. And then exhale, lowering down towards the earth. You can pigeon toe the feet here so big toes come in. And this will help if you're extra tight here. Help you get down further, feeling intense stretch in the hamstrings, feeling the backs of the shoulders open, the neck, breathing into any places of tension and allowing yourself to feel everything. Taking one more full inhalation here, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and then exhale, bring the hands down to the earth. Walk your feet to the top of your mat, coming into a runner's lunge, stepping the front foot back, coming into a plank, lowering down, chaturanga or knees down. Inhale, rising up, healing the chest up, letting the heart shine. Exhale, down dog. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, left leg shoots up. Exhale, bring it between the hands. Pushing through the back right leg, knee and ankle in one line, warrior one. Exhale, bringing that back foot 45 degrees, hands come on the hips. Inhale, lengthening through the crown of the head. Front leg, exhale, bending over the torso here. Inhale, rising up. And then exhale, bending into that knee, opening that back foot, arms come out parallel. Opening up into warrior two. So the front heel should be in line with the back arch of your foot. Gaze over the front middle finger. Again, feeling that opening in the hips here. Imagining that you're tearing the mat apart. Taking a full inhalation. And exhale. For warrior two, we're going to inhale, lengthen through that left leg. And then turn it parallel with the top of the mat. Exhale, we're going to bring our hands down on our hips. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, drawing the belly in. Exhale, with straight spine, lower down towards the earth. Bringing our hands down to the earth when it's available. And maybe just walking your hands in towards the center of the mat. And then just taking a full breath here, inhale. And then exhale. Then from here, just gently, we're going to bend into the right hip, and then come back up, and then exhale, bend into the left hip, left knee. Inhale, bend into the right knee, lower the hip, inhale, and exhale, left knee. Just going back and forth, playing with that, moving with your breath and playing with your flexibility here. Being gentle with yourself, going back and forth. And then once you've evened out from right to left, I invite you to walk your hands over to the top of your mat, framing the left foot, stepping back into plank pose, bringing the knees down, or a full chaturanga. Inhale, peeling the chest up, shoulders away from the ears, and exhale, down dog. Taking a full inhalation in down dog, and exhale. Inhale, shooting the right leg up, bending the knee, coming back into a three-legged dog, feeling that opening in the hip. Full inhalation, and exhale. Inhale, bringing the right leg forward to the outside of the right hand. We're going to drop the left knee and curl the left toes here. And then from here, we're going to come into lizard pose. So here you can keep your hands up, or if you have blocks or cushions at home, You can bring your elbows down onto those or down onto the mat. And then you can maybe work on bringing your head down to the earth or again onto a block. Stay with whatever feels good for you. This is a really intense hip opener. We're going to hold it for a few breaths. Stay here for a little while. So please take this time to really come into your breath and allow this time for your surrender. And allow yourself to feel any emotion that arises. Allow yourself to let go, to release it, and give yourself that freedom. So really just coming into the breath. Cleaning out our junk drawer. Relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw. Checking in with the breath. Trying to see if you can make it slower and longer. One more full inhalation. Exhale. Then inhale wherever you're at. You can begin to rise up. And then we're just going to heel toe our right foot across the mat, bringing it to the left side of the mat. Then we're going to bring our knee down, trying to get the right calf parallel if it's available, keeping our right foot flexed. Checking in with our hips here. We want our hips to be squared if it's available. If your hips do not reach the mat, please grab pillows, blankets, bolsters, blocks, whatever you have at home for the support that your hips need. They should not be up floating in space. If you don't have bolsters or blocks, you can do the supine pigeon that we did the other day in class where you're on your back making the same form. So wherever you're at, taking a full inhalation and then exhale, bending over the front leg. Maybe bring your head down onto pillows, blankets, blocks. If your head reaches the floor, interlocking your fingers on the back of the head and just evening out the weight through the elbows. This is really nice. It evens out the weight in the hips. And again, allowing your breath to slow down, allowing yourself to bear a witness here to any emotions, to any feelings. And just check in with yourself. Is there anything you're holding on to here? You're holding on in the posture, really struggling to go deeper? Breathe. Allow yourself to surrender. Allow yourself to open up. Taking one more full inhalation here. And exhale. Inhale wherever you're at, begin rising up. And then from here, we're going to bring our back left leg, bring it out in front of us. And then we're going to stack the left ankle on top of the right knee and the left knee on top of the right ankle, coming into fire log pose. If this is too much, I invite you to lengthen out the right leg underneath, just placing the left ankle on top of the right knee. And then just playing with the knee here, being gentle with yourself. So wherever you're at, and then wherever you're at, you want to go deeper and really open up the hips. You can begin to fold over your leg, maybe bringing the forehead to the ground if it's available, whatever is in your practice. Many stages to this pose. And just not bearing any judgment, being happy with where you're at, knowing that as long as you're on the mat doing this class, you're making a difference, you're showing up, and you're getting all the benefits. Taking one more full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, you can begin to rise up. And then exhale, we're going to release our legs, give them a little shake. And then inhale, we're going to bring our legs out wide. So here, you extra leverage here. Make it a little bit easier. If this pose is difficult for you, we want to make sure our knees are pointed up towards the sky or ceiling along with our toes. And then we're just going to inhale, bring our hands behind us, push through our fingertips and lengthen through our spine. If you're feeling an intense stretch in the insides of the thighs, please just stay here. But if you want to take it deeper, you can bring the hands out in front of you, drawing the belly into the spine and begin to lower down. We don't want to hunch over here. That's not good for our spine. We want to keep the spine straight, so don't compromise the spine for going deeper. Just be gentle with yourself. Accept wherever you're at. Taking one more full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, you can walk your hands back to center. Exhale, bring your legs together. Give them a nice little shake. Then you can bring your hands back to the top of your mat. Sweep your feet out back, coming back into our downward facing dog. And then you can walk your hips out, let that go. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, drop the sole of the foot towards the glute, opening up the hip here. Taking a full inhalation. And exhale. Inhale, bringing the foot on the outside of the left hand. Dropping that right knee down, uncurling that right toe. Lowering down into our lizard. So again, you can come down to your elbows. Grabbing any extra support that you need. Bolsters, blocks, pillows, or blankets. And we'll be holding here again for a little while. So you can ease into the pose gently. There's lots of time to go deeper. Just checking in with the breath, with how you're breathing. And again, allowing yourself to notice. Sending the breath into the hips. Feeling them open. Allowing yourself to go deeper and allowing yourself to release. Taking one more full inhalation here. And exhale. Inhale wherever you're at. You can rise back up. And then just begin heel-toeing your left foot over towards the right side of the mat. Lowering the left knee down, or the left knee down on the left side of the mat. Lowering your hips, grabbing any props that you need if your hips are floating. Inhale, we're going to lengthen through our spine, and exhale, bring our torso down, maybe our forehead onto blocks or bolster, keeping that left foot flexed. The forehead comes down, interlocking the fingers on the back of the head, and just breathing in pigeon pose, breathing into that hip. Clearing out anything that no longer serves us. We hold on to so many emotions, so much baggage. It just causes so much more stress and worry in our life. And when we're able to release, we just feel more open and we're able to connect more to the love, the energy in the life. We have more space for it in our bodies. Taking one more full inhalation here. And exhale. Inhale, you can begin to rise up. And from here, bringing that back right leg, bringing it out in front and stacking the right ankle on top of the left knee, or the knee on top of the left ankle. And if this is not available for you, lengthening out that left foot, So wherever you're at today, and then if you want to take this pose further, you can begin to bend over. So both the calves should be parallel here. We're stacking the legs like fire logs. Such a beautiful hip opener. Can be really intense, so again, wherever you're at, check in with the breath. And make sure you're never feeling pain in a posture. Discomfort is okay, but pain is not. We want to go into discomfort, that's where growth occurs, that's where change happens. But if we're hurting ourselves, that is not okay, and we will not progress, we'll only take steps back. So really, I'm not there to help you. I can just give you my words of advice to really be gentle with yourself and don't push yourself. One more full inhalation. And exhale. And then inhale, you can begin to rise up. And then from here, we're going to release those legs, give them a little shake, let that go. And then coming back into our butterfly position, so soles of the feet together here, knees apart. We're going to come into a more yin style butterfly. So from here, if you have pillows, if your knees are floating up in space quite high, you can always grab pillows and blankets or blocks or bolsters for support. And then if it's available to you, I invite you to maybe lower down onto your back. Again, you can bring a pillow under your back if you like. This can be quite nice. Or you can come down just full on the back, really feeling an opening in the hips here. Allowing yourself to close your eyes, palms are open towards the sky, open to receive. Or you can bring one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, really connecting with the breath, feeling the breath with every inhalation and every exhalation. Or if you want more of a heart opener, you can bring the arms overhead, breathing into that heart, feeling those hips open. Allowing yourself to lie here, allowing yourself to surrender, to let go, to release. And sending all your love into those hips, sending your breath there, connecting with them. Again, not allowing yourself to be in pain. If you are in pain or if this is too much, you can just come up to a seated butterfly wherever you're at. Taking 2 more full breaths here. And once you finish your 2 breaths, we're all finished. You can come into Savasana, or you have the option to stay like this for your Savasana. That's perfectly okay too. Really going deeper into the hips. When you really start to stretch it for longer than 2 minutes, you start to stretch into the connective tissues and the fascia, which is just so beautiful, and really we never get to stretch in there unless we're doing yin. So I invite you to maybe try to hold this for another 5 minutes or so for your Savasana. If not, just lengthen out one leg, then the other, palms open towards the sky. Allow yourself to melt into the mat. Really just allowing any emotions that came up, allowing yourself to release them, witness them, let go of them. And yeah, maybe taking some time for yourself today. Maybe a nice thing to do is write in your journal any emotions you have, anything you're feeling, and just checking in with yourself today, being gentle with yourself. And just before leaving you to rest in your final resting pose, I'll read my favorite poem from Rumi. It's called the guest house. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Enjoy your relaxation, enjoy your day. I wish you the very best. And yes, again, be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to feel everything. Thank you so much. Namaste.